hub minigame. Yeah, I don't get it. I think it's just there to pad out runtime or something. It's neither really challenging nor interesting. Be as silent as you want. It's no use. It's no use! I spit it all out, Yutaro. I meant to cooperate with Sarah, with everyone. But I got used for convenience. I'm pathetic. A pathetic adult. Third trait, my sacrifice being sent to Sarah. It wasn't me. It was So's doing. Huh? What? I don't know what you're talking about. So new. He knew I had to sacrifice. What? When everybody was sharing the laptop, So wasn't going to use the toilet. He went to use a ring-up box to trade my sacrifice. Oh, you can also trade others? Others cards? Huh? But yeah, it was kind of suspicious that he used the bathroom there. Don't know a thing about that. Wait a second, you chose 2 other people and made them trade? You can do that? It must be possible, huh? So we can say that with confidence. So, isn't it about time you confess? That's the real reason for sharing the laptop. Ah, such a deeply suspicious individual, KG. Oh man. Discussion is stuck in equilibrium, failing to come to an agreement. How about I hear the truth from your mouth? About what? Between the statements these 2 give, it should either affirm correct ones or deny incorrect ones. Yutaro couldn't do the 3rd trade, I wasn't told, so I couldn't either. I mean, you were in your room, so... No, I didn't go to the bathroom. Were you watching me? I mean... Thought not, sitting on the pervert. Ah. Okay. Couldn't do the 3rd trade? I mean, he was passed out, right? Exactly, because he was with us. The question is, how did you know the sacrifice? Just rolling one ahead with this assumption was what I knew. Learn about Kito's sacrifice via hacking? No. Oh, because he had Ranger's chip, right? And with that he could also access the tablets. Couldn't I just take a peek to do that? Well, no. No, peeking would be impossible. Oh yeah, then I guess I couldn't have done it. That's the mission cleared? Okay. Get hacking. Didn't do anything like that. Do you have proof? Oh, it's not over, okay. Yutaro couldn't do the 3rd trade, that's correct. Didn't do the hacking. Not even so to such a thing. Really? Okay. So directly. Yutaro's intent was to negotiate with So, and as a condition for his trade, he showed So his sacrifice card as natural. Oh yeah, of course. Such an active imagination, Miss Sarah. How about you use that imagination to consider what their negotiation was like? Outside So's bedroom door. I mean, yeah. Proposition. Okay. Must have let him in the room quickly and struck the deal. Not brave enough to let Yutaro in. But you did trade tokens, so let's deny. We're brave. Now I was trained like a puppy, haha. Okay. This one here, promptly invited him to talk. You know, Yutaro despises me quite a bit. So would I really throw caution in the wind? Hey, that also wasn't right. You're frail, so you surely wouldn't have courage. Is that meant to be a provocation? It's not working. Oh, what the? I hate these things. Come on. It could do the 3rd thing. Okay, negotiators outside the room. This one here, sure So was on guard. Taking the laptop from him once before. So wouldn't let him in the room, no questions asked. Then did they make a deal through the door? How amusing, I just thought of it that way. Slip the tablet under the door. That might have been a possibility, actually. That's it exactly, and that's what Kyutaro did propose to steal. So must have been fairly wary of Kyutaro, who could best him using force. So Kyutaro informed him that he was the sacrifice in advance. Not vocally, but by showing him his tablet. So you had yet another objective on top of tokens in the Seraph folder. To control the sacrifice as you wanted. You got it. After the second trade, me and Kana were working on the escape plan. Then I heard Kyutaro through the door. Wanna make a deal, he said? I didn't care to listen, but he slid his tablet under the door. There I saw it, sacrifice. How brave of him to go as far as offering up info just so I'd share the laptop. What do you know? Sarah, you saw that first floor security footage, right? Well, it's the truth. I haven't discussed my first trial, have I? It was one episode trial, I tell ya. They told me, set up the props used for the death game. Oh, and that's why you had an empty box! That's why you had the empty box, because the things were in there. And it's true you set up the cards? Yeah, cause I didn't know what they meant yet. Once I found out, I knew Kai's fate was set. It's like I killed him. Kai took the sage card I just placed at random. That's why I at least wanted to get Kai's laptop back one more time. Such an emotional story. So that's what drove you to give me a whole 100 tokens? Holy crap. 100? That's all of them, right? No shit, that's enough for 2 trades. But you left yourself enough for just 1 trade. How cunning, pretending to risk your life but not forgetting to protect yourself. What a dirty adult you are. Say again? All told, you left yourself an escape route. If you were in a pickle, you could pass the sacrifice away from yourself. That's why I decided to act first, and send the sacrifice to someone else. To Miss Sarah, always thinking of her allies. Is that the truth of the third trade? Haha, I was hopeful it might make you tear off your sheep's clothing. Why does he do all this to me? But you went above and beyond my expectations. Huh? The fourth trade was you, wasn't it, Miss Sarah? No? What are you talking about? I mean, the sacrifice is what killed Joe, yes? I didn't have any tokens. Didn't even have enough tokens, I couldn't do any trades. No tokens, that's hard to believe. Quiet loner, I was a big sis Sarah for the fourth trade with. So was I, Sarah didn't do anything to trade him. Well then, it must have been an ally who did it for you. Keiji, you took the sacrifice from Miss Sarah, didn't you? What? What's the meaning of this? It's really very simple. 2 of them were accomplices. Miss Sarah and Keiji formed a terrifying plan involving the sacrifice. To achieve victory in the main game by way of said sacrifice. They schemed to escape by working together and having Keiji win the vote. I suspect the 5th trade that followed was Miss Sarah and Keiji making the bluff. I just picked 2 random commoners to have trade. And the sacrifice is Keiji. It's all a wild fabrication. I mean, the sacrifice I had was taken away by the 5th trade. So spouting nonsense to lead everyone by nonsense. If my reasoning is correct, Keiji's the sacrifice and the sage is Miss Now, perhaps? I'm the sage? Yep, so it may well be fine to have Miss Now die this time. No, wait a second. At the start you said you were the sacrifice. Yep, that was a lie, I'm a commoner. Oh, of course. Every single thing he says is a lie. No way, then wouldn't you be in the same boat as me? Huh, I see. Guess choosing anybody but Keiji is the same in the end. Then let's vote for Kana, since she's the least valuable. Kinda agree on that, sadly. So, good enough. It's been a long time since I've hated somebody this much. Here's a friendly little police report. I long since used up all my tokens. Aha, and you want me to just believe that? So, you're just dying to say I ended up being the sacrifice, aren't you? Unfortunately, I'm the keymaster. So who's saying the truth? Keiji or Kyutaro? Huh? What are you saying? The Keymaster's Kyutaro though. Looks like we got him good. My real role is Sage. Kyutaro's a Sage? Ridiculous, that's impossible. It's possible, alright, and as Sage I'm making an announcement. Keiji's without doubt the Keymaster. Can't be true, that's all. You were on the right track to think accomplices. But it wasn't Sarah I teamed up with, it was Kyutaro. Oh, I got him good! Let's tell the truth of the fourth trade, shall we? Trade between Mr. Policeman and Kyutaro. First, when So betrayed me with the sacrifice, I went stomping around in rage. When I heard what happened, I proposed to Kyutaro that we team up. And so in the fourth trade, Keiji and Kyutaro's cards got traded. That fourth trade sure ended up pushing the loner now, meow. Hold on, Kyutaro, weren't you passed out during the fourth trade? Oh boy, we will find that out after I take a break, because I am freaking starving. Okay, so I've had an amazing dinner. Let's see what these people have to say. My throat is all looped up, got some lemonade. Delish. That said, when I first spotted him, I just pacified him since he was pissed. I ended up talking with Kyutaro and we thought things over. In the fourth trade, I traded my card with Kyutaro's Keymaster. Actually, I went and did this trade myself while Kyutaro was passed out. Since Kyutaro figured it out during the main game and was able to put the story together. It's all owed to the power of that card, even... Excuse me there. Even my noticing of Kyutaro's Keymaster. Seeing you acting funny, Sarah, I was convinced the sacrifice had moved to you. I wouldn't let it stand. I decided I'd knock him down and take my tokens back. Keiji noticed me then and came to talk. Persuaded me to give it up. Didn't know what So was thinking after all. And so I trusted Keiji and had him take custody of all my remaining tokens. All of them? Hold on, Kyutaro, weren't you passed out during the fourth trade? I mean, Keiji could do the trade himself, but... Ugh. Is he panicking? He hasn't worked out his logic. Okay, that's the first seeing him panic. And so in the fourth trade, Keiji and Kyutaro's things got traded. I'm getting confused. Yeah, you and me both. And that fourth trade sure ended up punishing the loner now, meow. I'm sure Mr. Policeman was burning with the desire to see justice carried out, meow. He used the whole 50 tokens to trade cards with a muscle gorilla just to defeat the loner wolf. Huh? Before, Mr. Policeman said he didn't have any tokens and at the fourth trade. And he couldn't have traded. That conflicts with Kyutaro, right? You gave him all your tokens, meow? Sure did. And seems like that landed way outside Soul's ballpark. Shut up. Running out of leeway, are we? I've still got doubts. I can't be convinced with just that. After all, Keiji, why were you able to know about Kyutaro having the Keymaster? Isn't the only way to do that during the main game with the Sage's power of clairvoyance? So you still don't know. Okie dokie, let's resume the discussion. We were able to extract a new statement from So. Let's keep going. Seeing through who the Keymaster is, isn't the only way to do that during the main game with the Sage's power of clairvoyance? I can ponder a little bit. Okay. Nothing controls Keymaster. Yeah, that's it. The power of that card, you don't mean... Yeah, the Sage's clairvoyance, of course. The Sage could use clairvoyance even outside of the main game? That's what the tablets are for. You intentionally didn't mention it. Oh, unraveled all my mysteries now. This should prove it Mr. Policeman used clairvoyance to see Kutaro's Keymaster. Then I made the 4th trade to swap Kutaro's Keymaster and my Sage. And now there isn't even a need to discuss the 5th trade anymore. Convinced of your victory earlier, you confessed, I'm a commoner. Oh. Any other questions? No, there's something odd about Keiji's story. It'll become clear if I look back at the trade so far. The card I had at the first was a commoner. Keiji's was the Keymaster. And on the first trade, the Keymaster was sent to me and my commoner to Keiji. Next, the second trade. Sacrifice went to Kutaro and his commoner went to someone else. Next, the third trade. So initiated a trade that sent me the sacrifice and Kutaro the Keymaster. And the fourth trade, Keymaster went to Keiji and the Sage to Kutaro. When did Keiji get the Sage card? That's right, the Sage is out of place. Keiji should have been a commoner the whole time. So why did Keiji have the Sage at the time of the fourth trade? That must mean... Keiji's first card wasn't the Keymaster? That was a lie. Keiji had the Sage from the beginning. Oh. And so his clairvoyance let him see who had the Keymaster from the beginning too. Which is why in the first trade he could make me and the person with the Keymaster trade. Ah! Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But if he did that, hasn't he been lying to me this whole time? Are you really going to vote for So? Now? Something's not right, we should discuss this a little more. Don't be stupid, you're a candidate now. If the discussion leads to you getting picked, I'm afraid too, but I just get a weird feeling. Are we sure So is really a commoner and that Keiji is the Keymaster? Something's odd. Exactly right, there are still mysteries remaining. In the fifth trade, why did someone trade for the sacrifice I had? And the other party was a commoner, so why would you trade away your own commoner? This isn't a problem we can ignore. Yeah, Meow, this fifth trade, we should talk about some move. If by any chance we could pick the sacrifice, we're done for, you know? We shouldn't need any more discussion. Keiji? Digging up old conclusions is just gonna make us more lost. It's your turn to die, so... Oh, roll credits. That's how this will end. No. We can't do that, Keiji. As long as we have time, we should seek the truth. Alright. Let's do it. We'll discuss the roles of the four who are in the final vote. Someone moved Sarah's sacrifice via the fifth trade. If Keiji is the Keymaster, So, Kara, or Nao should be the sacrifice, right? Is the loner really a commoner, Meow? Should we believe that, Woof? It's alright, So was convinced the whole time that Sarah traded away the sacrifice. In other words, Kana or Nao, which of them would have a sacrifice? I don't believe it. Keiji and Kotaro are lying. It's just painful to think it over anymore. Vote for So and let's end this, Sarah. You are just a tiny bit sus there, Mr. Policeman. That's to say, So fell for Keiji's trick. Location of sacrifice or any other card, he didn't know one lick about the truth. If he'd stolen my tablet when he knocked me out, maybe he could have learned my card. But I kept it on me at all times to avoid just that. Keep it tucked beneath my clothes. Then whose tablet did I find? If it wasn't yours. So didn't have a chance to do tomfoolery, he's a commoner. Tablet, huh? So right, you. Kitaro, you're saying you had your tablet on you at all times, yeah? Yep, take a look, it's right here. And when you woke up, where was it? On the table in the Last Supper room. On the table? I'd call that being off you, Meow. As I thought. The tablet Kitaro has now is a spare. This tablet I picked up was lying near you when you were passed out. What did you say? I would assume this is Kitaro's original tablet. The question is, why was it lying on the floor? So took it. Because So took the tablet from Kitaro. What? But they are locked by fingerprints, Woof. Sure, but while near him, he could bypass that by simply pressing the fainted Kitaro's finger to it. And so we arrive at an outrageous truth. What do you mean by that? Depending on when So looked at the tablet, he might have seen through our entire strategy. What? The worst time for it would be after the 4th trade. That's when Kitaro had the Sage and I had the Keymaster. If he saw the tablet then, he could use Kitaro's Sage power to also know I was the Keymaster. It's true, yeah. So, has So just been acting fooled? Shoot, you got me. Or not. Wonder if I'm acting right now, or maybe I'm telling the truth. So. Not good. Now there's the possibility that So has to sacrifice. So as it stands, there's no way we can vote for So. But that doesn't mean we can just vote for Kanao now either. Well then, let's resume the discussion, guys. We'll discuss who it's safe to vote for. We gotta find the one with the least chance of having a sacrifice. So's an absolute no-go, he's the most likely to pull this kind of trick. But between Bucket Girl and Big Sis now, is there any real difference? Well, you need a certain amount of tokens to trade a sacrifice from Sarah in the 5th trade. Let's see. If you consider the token counts, you'll get your answer. Okay. But I don't know the aim of the one who did the trade. What possibilities are there? But I can't choose now or Kana, damn it. All I can think of is tokens now. Bucket Girl had a lot and Big Sis now only had a little. What do you even do now? Tokens. Certain amount of tokens. So that should be this, right? Like Jin says, now hardly had any tokens. Surely she couldn't have been the one to take the sacrifice from Sarah. Then is now the one with the least likelihood? Oh, wait, please. This isn't right. Because now? Least likelihood? Are you going to kill me with such vague reasoning? Please, have another discussion. You're right, we can't end this discussion. Hugh, what are you saying? I just remembered something. There was a way anyone could get tokens. Just take just take them. Miss Sarah, you know it too, don't you? A way for anyone to get tokens. From Alice's body. By stealing tokens from Alice's body. I knew you could do it. Big Sis now wouldn't do such a thing, meow. But it's true, when I went to check the body, the tokens were already gone. And now I was closely inspecting the room of lies. Yeah, that's true. Nah, it ain't just now who could have done it. Couldn't any of us gotten those tokens? In other words, everyone has the potential to possess a sacrifice. Haha, it's all an intuitive game of trust. And that last action is going to be the key. What were each of us doing at the time of the 5th trade? As in, just before the main game started, Wolf? Aha, hope you can find the sacrifice. Ah. We have to determine based on So, Kana, and Nao's actions at the time of the 5th trade. I was sitting on the stairs thinking back on everything that had happened. I was on the laptop in the widow's room the whole time, will you believe that? Kana wasn't really doing anything, just wondering absent-mindedly. Anybody see what the three were doing? I was with Nao on the stairs for most of the time. I was searching all by myself to see if there were any other exits. Okay.
Ultimate Despair Life.